Okay, we are. Let me check only if the audio is good. I don't want to make it like last time. Let me see. Let me hear. Yes, good. Okay. Audio, close here. And welcome back. As you can see here, I changed the microphone. Last time, I don't know what happened to that one. It's broken. So I decided to buy new microphone. This time from the Godox. Should be a little bit better. And I received many comments on my Instagram about the Star Wars topic last time. I'm happy that you liked. Not many people watched, but at least some people follow me and write. And probably next week we'll try to make something similar for the Mother's Day, because we are going to have the Mother's Day holiday. And this time I want to show me when I'm trying, because remember, I'm trying to install the LED on the mask. I will show you two different kind of LED. This one, it is a classic one with a normal clip. And this one here, if it doesn't fall down, that is with the pressure of the button. You see, if you now it's connect, if you press here when you're wearing, it will turn on and off, or is always on, and when you wear it is off if you want to make in this other way. So I will make all this connection better, because this one was just for a test that I made a long time ago. I will try to use this soldering gun, and I'd say in advance, I just soldered two wires in my life, and there was a mess. I watched some tutorial, so I will try to make it better. Here I turn off, yes, okay. I will try, but the good is that if I will able to solder the gun and the cable here with the soldering gun, trust me, everyone can do it. That lens should go here in the future. This is my helmet of the Nova Corp that I'm working. I started this one in a live a few weeks ago. I never had the chance to continue. First one because it's arrived a bigger new resin printer, the Frozen Mega 8KS. So I was very busy with unboxing and with the video review. And the unboxing, it should come out Wednesday on the YouTube channel of Officina 3D. That is the channel that I cooperate in Italian. The unboxing and the review, it will be in Italian, but of course you have the subtitles. So if you like, you can enjoy. Subscribe to the channel, and of course subscribe here to the eSUN channel. Put a like, thumb up, and write in the comments here if you enjoy what I'm bringing here to you. So I said that I was very busy filming and printing many big stuff, because that resin print is huge. It's bigger than a bamboo, because the middle plate is 330, 300, and just wide is a little bit short, is 185. But really, it's a resin printer and is almost bigger than a bamboo. I can almost print this one with a resin. And maybe in the future I will try. We'll just cut and see if I was able to join again. So let's start again. First one, I want to show to you one moment very fast how I print that one. So we go here on the bamboo slicer. Let me check, we are on bamboo slicer here. Open, let me see. Wait a moment. Open up. It's changed or not? Yes, okay. So here, this one is the helmet that I scaled for my head a little bit at 95%, because 100 was too big. I printed with the PLA of eSUN. Now I'm changing the bed after the bamboo come back to me. There was a problem with the bed. Now I have the new textured bed, the gold one, the same from the A1. But I want to put my little face here also, so you can see also my ugly face. So wait a moment. Here we are. Okay. So I said I changed the plate with the golden one. Now is much better. And this one is the helmet. As you can see, when you need to print something so big, if you keep straight, you will never have the chance to print. So the trick is to orient it 45 degrees, following the diagonal on the bed, so you get extra centimeter, and you are able to remove to print in one piece. Here, if you remember, you have the block of the printer for the bamboo, for the LiDAR, if you have the X1. If you don't know how to remove, here in the bed exclude area, if you see, this one is the original one, and you have this rectangle here, and now you see, and you cannot see here, let me move my face. Oops, I moved the wrong face. A little bit up. If you can see here, it says that you cannot print because you are too close to this area. So for remove this area, you just need to remove this one here, delete it, like I did here, full plate, discard, transfer, and you can see here this block is disappear, and now I have the chance to print all bed. I lost my settings. Okay, here we are. Put my settings, transfer. No. Okay. I changed the settings when I changed the profile. Okay, here we are. So let me come back downstairs. Downstairs, down is better. Okay, here we are. So after I put this one, incline this one, you see 0.2. This one is my settings. Yes, that I added from the bamboo. 2 walls, normally I print with 3 is better, but sometimes also 2 is enough. But I prefer 3 with more solid walls. Gyroid 10%, speed. Normally, the outside layer I like to slow down a lot, because even if it can print very good and very fast, you could have some small imperfection that it will be very easy to set it down. But I prefer to slow down here and make less post-process. In this case, I made the support with the normal, no, the 3, because when I have some long surface here at the bottom, the normal support, it gives me better addition with the part and it has less chance to fail. With the 3 supports also came out good, but sometimes one branch of the tree, it can fall down and create some problem. The other thing that I always make here is the seam paint. As you can see, I always put inside. So whenever it's possible, it will go all inside, and from outside, you will not see any line. Just a little bit here on the top is still making here, but this is the part that we send more. The support I put only under the nose here and the chin, the base. On the dome here, I don't put at all, and under the eyes. And so it's 14 hours for print the helmet. And you can see here, let me come back bigger. Here we are. It come out good. This one, I already started to send last time using the resin. I apply 2 coats of resin, sending until 500, primer 2 times. I would like to continue to primering, but it's 1 week that is raining so heavily here in my city that I'm not allowed to spray, because if I spray when it's raining, there is a lot of humidity, you will have some imperfection. I still need to send a little bit more. Probably you cannot see very clear for the camera. Still have some small little imperfection here. Just very less. Is almost difficult to see. See, like in this small gap is more difficult to reach on the symbol here. But this one with a few coat of primer, it will almost disappear. Around here a little bit. That are the parts that are more difficult to reach because they are more close, more small gap to reach with the sandpaper, so it's more difficult. But really, you can see if you look like here, like this one, you can see some small imperfection. Here, for example, also I need to finish to send here, I found it. When you look from this side, normal size, this looks already very, very good. So don't mind too much for this small imperfection. I will still cleaning, but really you don't need to worry too much when it's like that. Okay, so now let's change the camera. Let me come back smaller. Here we are. And let's start to work with my soldering gun. I hope nothing it will burn today. Let me fix the phone. Okay. So what I'm using is soldering gun, wire to melt, cables. I need a scissor for cut because I don't have the cutter professional for cut this one. So 1 meter cable, it becomes 50 centimeter because every time I cut too much. And what I use also are these rubber. This one, if you don't know, are very, very good because they are rubber that after you insert them in the cable, you just hit with a lighter, for example, and they will shrink and become more tied to the cable and block the cables better. So first one, we need to solder, and after we need to protect the cable. This one, it was sometimes there is some latency. This is what I tried to make a long time ago, and as you can see, all the cable, they are just block one moment for testing. I use this rubber to block for test, but is a mess. So I will cut all and try to make better. These one are normally battery. What I add is this switch here. This one is a pressure switch. So when you push, you have the action. The action can be if you put on the top here, the light is always on. And when you push, let me try to make sure to you, you will close the circuit, the connection, and it will stop. Or what I need to do, put in the middle one. So now it's off. When I press, so when I'm wearing, it will open the connection and give the light. What I did for the beginning, it was just take this switch, glue it together here to the battery pack. And as you can see, the battery come out with two cables. Positive is the red one, negative is the black one. The black one, you need to connect. I need to connect on the first one to begin the connection. Let me put again, otherwise you will not see. Also this one I need to solder later. Probably most of the things that I will show to you are making very bad, but they give you at least the result to work. So good enough for me to work. Let me cut a little bit the edge because it's not straight. Okay, is enter. So now you make the connection. Should still working. Okay, yes. So the first negative you put on the side, and this one is for the basic connection. The positive, he goes to the LED normally. The negative go to the LED normally, but the other negative is what make the difference. If you connect to the side, it will always turn on and stop when you press the button. If you put in the center, it's always off and become on when you need to turn on. So what I will do now is this one I keep here. I will cut this cable here, remove this bad cabling here, and make it again. First one, let me write which one is the positive and negative here, so I will not forget later. What I'm usually do, I take one marker, red one in this case. I color this one because this one is, you see, is the positive of this one. So this one, you need to be connected with the positive. The other one is the negative, and we remove here. This one is the positive, so I will not forget. And this one is the negative. And these one are our LED. Now let's, the black one, this is the negative, we don't need because we use a new one and make better. This one is the positive, I can cut here and make better. So first one, we need to connect the positive from one cable here to both the cable there. So first one, let's peel off, and this is where the cable become magically shorter because I don't have the machine. Let me remove the soldering. It's off for the moment, so I will not risk. Okay, we take our cable and we twist a little bit. Now we took a little bit of cable from here. Let me take more cable. Sometimes I'm looking. This camera, I think I can remove because it's useless. Okay, you cannot see my side, it's ugly. Sometimes I'm looking at the printer because I'm printing something big with a resin printer. It's 29 hours. It's almost finished. No, it's finished now, just now. And let me see if I can show to you one moment. It's dead. Here, just finished a big X. I try to make a racing lapse. Yeah, wait a moment. Let me close the monitor, otherwise it entered the dust. I try to make one racing lap. So for making the racing lap, I need to keep the lid of the printer open because otherwise you cannot see clear the video, but still afraid of some sunlight. Not sunlight because it's raining, but I prefer to close immediately. Okay, here we are. So this one is the positive. Here we take a long portion of cable, we cut. First one, let's split positive and negative here. So already forgot how to was make the circuit before, so probably I'm not working anymore. Okay, let me cut half because I don't need so long. I need very short. So first one, peel off one, peel off another one, and now we go to solder together. I hope so. Okay, let's twist this one. First one, let's put this together because they go together, and after block like this one. So from here we have two cables, they go to the two lengths. So let's spin this one and make only one. Okay, this one is a little bit too long. Okay, now let's prepare for soldering. I need to take one tool that I forgot to prepare. Here we are. Because I found that with this one, he helped me a lot. And also later I will tell you what was my big issue that I have until now with the soldering. Not that now is much better, but at least sometimes it's work. Let me tidy here. This is a tool for, looks better with a lens that don't use often, but it helped me to hold the cables without touch anything on the floor. And this one allow me to solder better. Before solder this one, as I mentioned before, I need to put the protection to cover. So more or less I will cut half. Okay, I pass through because if I don't make now, later I cannot put any more. And this one is here. Now, let me lock this cable together. So start from here, let's spin. If some guy's electrician looks me now, probably is crying for how bad I'm making. But guys, I repeat, if it's working, it's good enough. Normally, before, I always make only like this one, and after put the rubber to block. And yeah, it's working, but it's easy to that you just peel off a little bit. It's unplugged. If you solder, it's more stable. Okay, let me connect the soldering gun. Okay. My big mistake that I made until now, okay, with the soldering gun is that I'm using another head here that was the same head that I'm using every time I using for glue the plastic together when I melt the plastic together. If you use something like that one, it remains some plastic stick here and it doesn't help to pass the pipe, the metal here and the remaining connector here, all stick on the point, on the edge here. After I change with a new one, and now it's already dirty again, every time I melt here, I solder here, at least it remaining on the part. So what you need to do, okay, what I'm trying to do is put the metal cable on this part, touch the lines, melt. Normally when I use this one, I use the mask, but I need to speak to you, so it's just a faster work I will not make, but normally remember to use the mask and the ice cover. Okay, start to melt. If you put on the cables and melt, should be remaining there. Yes, it start to remaining on the cable. Yeah, it start to become dirty. Also this edge, you see it remaining all on the soldering and not on the cable. I need to clean this one. But anyway, a little bit is working. I need to clean the tip. A little bit, it's working. I repeat, I'm sorry if what I'm doing is very unprofessional and bad. But as I told you, if it's working for me, it's good enough. And I'm still learning how to make this one. Okay, after I solder it, I can take this rubber, pass here. Okay, hit with a lighter. And this one will shrink and stick well to the cables. Here we are. And this one is our first connection. It's more stable than before and also more nice to see. Now we need to solder the black one later. First one, we need to connect the ice. Let me prepare 1 second. I prepare 1 second, one black, they become two blacks. So also that one we make. So the black we make shorter like this one. For testing now, I just put the black in the switch that is always on. So after I connect the LED, I can see if the connection is good. Otherwise, I solder everything. I made a mistake. I need to cut everything and wasting time. So this one for temporarily, I just put here. So now this one should give the electricity. Okay. I don't want to save up for now. I'll peel off all this cable without break anything. It's already a record for me. Okay. Other black cable here. Cut half. First part. It's not very difficult after you understand how it's working. You need to take your time. Probably you can make much better. Let me see if somebody is online. Okay. And thanks to this kind of switch, you can really make the circuit like you want. You can also make it with the Bluetooth, with the Wi-Fi that I will try to learn also, especially for motorize the helmet of the Iron Man, so open and close. So there are a lot of different way to put your LED inside. Normally I put with a clip, with a button, like this one. So just you put this one on the chin, you open and off like this one. But for this helmet of Nova Corp, I always like to put in the other kind, that when you're wearing is on, when you remove is off, and I found is much more cool. This one is too long. Okay, let me take another guarnition, rubber band here. I put the black one because this one is a black cable, so it's also more nice. Until I have the chance to have many colors, I can do it. This time I put on the other one. Okay. So now we connect these two parts together. They make another soldering. Okay. I block here one clip. This tool it really make more simple. Every time before I was touching the floor when the stone or everything I put, and it is not working. So now it's super hot. It make very fast. Oh, this one I make almost professional. Guys, this is professional, huh? I will never make better than this one in my life. Probably because it's very hot nowadays, soldering gun. Put this one here. Fire in the hole. Okay. Let's help with the hand a little bit without, don't burn yourself. And here we are. So now we have two black, two red, and this one has to go to the eyes. Like make the same line. Not that is important, but it's more nice. Okay, so let's peel off here. One and two. I really need to buy the tools that you just clip, pull, and the cable, it's ready. So because I'm making a lot of LED in this period and make something you see, make something faster and more safe, because you don't know how many times I peel, I start to cut wrong, and the cable becomes shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. Becomes easy to make a mistake. Okay. So now technically, if I connect this red to the red, just for make a test, this red to the red, that's why I colored before, so it should be like this one. And I plug the black, this should give me the light, and light, it's working. So the connection are working. If I put in the wrong one here, it's not working. This is the reason why I told you to color the lens, so it will be more easy. So this one should be more fast. So let slim here. Let's take this one. This time I take something smaller, because it's just one cable that you need to connect. Let me take one red. This one I think is too small. Is yes, smaller than the maybe this one. That's too small. Oh, this is too big. I finished the second size. No, here. I found one red. I saw one red. Yeah, here, red. Let me cut half so I can use half here, half later probably. Okay, here we are. And we need to plug stick here. This one, if you see that it's too long, you can also cut a little bit the metal part. Sometimes it's very long and it's not really necessary. So cut a little bit. Okay. Let's lock here. Lock here on the tape. Lock here. The rubber is already in position. Let's solder. Fast also this one. I hope this one is big enough to enter. Yes, it entered. Before connect, let me double check. Okay, it's working. Wow, and one. And now make the second one directly. We are already here. So who has time, don't wasting time. I'm turning this one. This tape here, it was for stick on the helmet for test. So it's not for any reason. I was almost forget to put this one. If you don't put now, later you're gonna put anymore. Okay, the LED is on, is meaning that the connection is good. This one is too long. Let me cut a little bit of this metal part. Let me take the cutter because for this one it's better use the cutter. Always use the right tool for the right job. Okay. Okay. This one goes here. Ping pong. Let's solder. Always pay attention when you put the soldering gun away because it's very hot. Here we are. Actually, I thought it would took longer for making. Even if I'm speaking, I'm making very fast. I'm so proud of me. Pay attention to don't burn the LED, please. And here we are, our first LED. Haha, still hot. Now, let's do the same with the other one. So we take our red cable. Let's double test if everything is working. Yes, okay. So this one we put here. Okay, where is the rubber red one? Here we are. No, this is too big. Is this one? We almost finished our first LED. This one. Let me check here 1 second. Okay. Thank you for watching. Hello. Let me make this one shorter. Okay. The rubber I put, yes. Right. This one is in position. faster for making this one. So it's really what they say. The practice makes better. I have a lot of noise from my TV upstairs. It's my son that today is a little bit sick, so he didn't go to work, he didn't go to school. School is his job. So he's watching TV upstairs with my mother. So it's a little bit noisy. Here we are, anyway, we almost finished. Okay. Black cable. That's inside here. Make this one like this. For sure, it take more time than just put the tape or something like that. But it make for sure more stable. Many masks that I make at the beginning with a lead that I just put the rubber without put any soldering gun here and there. Often the time they will lose the connection. Let me unplug the soldering because I'm finished, very important. So sometimes the LED, they don't make good connection, they turn off because the connection was not stable. Now I'm learning how to soldering, and I'm sure that this one, it will never move again. Here we are. Now we need to solder. Yeah, I need to solder this one here. I forgot. Turn on the soldering gun again. This one actually is not need to solder because it's block on the head. And I'm not pretty sure if I can solder this one. Just put it like this one and spin. In case this switch is broken, it's more easy to remove and replace, but this one is very simple. So now let me fix the view for the phone because I will try to put on the helmet. So go bigger. Okay, let's make some cleaning here. It's a mess. Yeah, but this one I don't need to put here now because I need to the normal switch that is always off and turn on only when I decide. So plug here. Here we are. Now you see it's off. When I press, it's on. Now let's try to see the effect on the helmet. I'm not gluing now because of course I still need to paint the helmet, and if I'm gluing now, after I need to mask, it will be more messy. So this is the last part. So for the moment, for just block, I will use some tape. So this one we need to put inside here with the clip that is on. So when I'm wearing my head, it will push. What happened? It's already plugged off. It's already unplugged this one. This one is probably I need to solder also this one later. Okay, now for the test. Ooh, helmet, don't fall down. I will just put here. It's already fall down. Okay. Let's check if it's just resist for this demonstration. So let me take a long strip here. So I said this one need to up. So this one I can put like this one. Put in the center. And here we are. So when I put my head, I should be able to press the button. Now, of course, the cable you need to, stick better here also. Now let me just, this one is, sometimes it's turned on because this one, if you don't soldering, sometimes this cable, it touches the second pin and he makes the connection like is on always. Let me just try 1 second, very, very rude and fast. Block here, 1. Block here, so also block a little bit the cable. This one also, this one I block like this one for the moment. After I will put better, doesn't matter. Of course, the center will be the same one, but just should be all like this one. I put like this one. The cable after you need to stretch better, not like this one, please. This is just a mess. It's just for now. After you make all the part, first I make very long cables. It can be much shorter. The second, after you put straight, you need to block somehow. You can also use the tape if you want, the foam if you need the foam, anything you prefer. Okay, so this one, if it stopped to make the fake connection there, what happened here? Why it make the fake? Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to solder that part. Okay, let me switch the view. Okay, so like this one should be off. If I'm wearing, is on. Okay, if I remove, remaining on. I need to solder that part because it touched the cable inside here, so it doesn't interrupt the circuit, but it's working. So let me remove all the LED from here. So the problem is this cable here that is not soldered, so sometimes it touch also the other part, and this part, if you remember, when it touch, it make the connection. Now you see it's working good. If this one for any reason touch also the other part, immediately turn on. After I solder and put the rubber also here, you not have any more this issue. And as you can see, every time I'm wearing a helmet, this one it turn on. So on, you make your nice picture, you are very happy. You remove a little bit like this one and you already not make the connection so you can walk and see, or remove and become off. So this one is a very cool way to make the LED with this button. And what you need is just this LED that you can buy on Alipay and on AliExpress, on eBay, Amazon, the LED for Iron Man, whatever you want, very cheap. Normal cable, a 2-pack battery, and this switch clip here. These are 3-way. I suggest to buy the 3-way because the 2-way, I don't know if it's connected to this one or this one, I don't know. And like this one, every time on, off. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching me. This one, it was the very, very basic, super basic tutorial how make the soldering and how connect your LED for your Iron Man or any mask that you like. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching me. Remember to subscribe here to the channel of eSUN, activate the bell, so every time I go live, me or one of my colleagues, you will get your notification.